Well, hello. I thought I would switch things up and see what you guys think if I did a video in a different suit today. So, hi, I'm Svetlana. I haven't been on this channel that much, but I thought I would talk a bit about a channel that kind of changed my perspective on things. So I started watching PSYCH IRL, and I by no means am a psychologist. I did not go to school for that. I have very little education. But watching that channel's videos actually opened my eyes to a couple of things. Namely, some of the psychology behind YouTubers, what happens to them, and things that can happen as a result of them gaining fame, popularity, or just having a really bad run of luck on the platform. So let's go into two specific videos by this channel, my thoughts on them, and kind of what I learned from it. So the first video I watched was on Jenna Marbles leaving YouTube. As someone who's been here for a while, not always as Rage Hound, but here, it was really shocking to me to see Jenna Marbles leave the platform, and honestly really sad. That was content that I grew up with. I looked up to her. I loved what she did. And when she said she was leaving, I was shocked. I understand some of the reasons that some people wanted her off the channel. I get it. Like, I do. However, that was someone I looked up to and grew up with. As I'm sure many of you have that special YouTuber or someone that you grew up with. I grew up with the video about trying to make yourself not look disgusting. It's something I related to because it's how I felt, and seeing it presented in a really funny way kind of helped me normalize my own feelings on the matter. But I also understand PSYCH IRL's point of the death of authenticity and what Jenna leaving and deleting old videos kind of did to that. It's important to understand that we're not all perfect. We aren't. We all make mistakes, we do stupid things, stuff we regret, and more often than not, we grow from those things. Some people don't, admittedly some don't. Some people continue to be terrible. But people like Jenna would actually read comments of videos very, very often. I admit sometimes I don't for a while, and that's because I get anxiety, and I'm very sorry about that. However, seeing just how real she was in her apology and how it was received by others was interesting. And seeing the way that PSYCH IRL analyzed some of the reasons why she may have left the platform, her journey, and what deleting those old videos kind of did to the authenticity of her channel was interesting. I have deleted old videos, mainly ones that were horribly filmed or just don't reflect my current content. The Drama Download series is gone because that's not something I want to make. It's not content I enjoy making, it's not rewarding, and it's just not reflective of what I want to be known for anymore. I'm sure there's still people that remember it, but that's not what I want at all. So I get it. And it is a big fear for me that someday, in the very distant future, someone might get served an old video that is in no way reflective of my current ideas. So it's kind of a toss-up. Do I delete it or do I keep it? To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not even entirely certain if I should keep all my old content, delete the ones that I don't feel reflect my current self, or if I should keep them there so that longtime viewers can see the change that I'm making. They can see that maybe one of my videos was misguided and maybe I grew from it. I don't know. I'm not sure what the right answer is. And, as PSYCH said, or I guess Donna is the actual person's name on the channel, as Donna said, it's understandable why some creators are deleting older videos now. You're very likely to get a new viewer who doesn't know you see an old video without the context that you've changed, and that can get you canceled. And I gotta be real, 2020 has a lot of canceling, and I don't really want to get canceled for something I've grown from and learned from if people aren't going to take the time to actually see that. So maybe it is the better call to just delete something that I don't agree with anymore or I've learned from. Or is it? I don't know. It's something that I stress over daily. I'm just not sure what the right answer is. I don't know if there is a right answer. So that kind of opened my eyes to some of the things that I've been feeling on that particular subject. The second video I watched was the Joji video, and how some of Joji's music videos are kind of representation of fame and what fame can do to people. And while I am not famous by any means, I have to be real. Some of the concerns did speak to me. Namely, the concern of what if this channel blew up? What would I do? What would happen? Would I be comfortable with that much attention? Would I crack? Would I freak out that I have all these new eyeballs that I have to please? I don't know. Would it change who I was? Would I start trying to cling to things to keep people? Or would I just crack? Would I have to rebrand? Because what I made in the past wasn't really reflective of what I made now. I mean, one of the biggest things that I'm actually testing with this video is what if, and I'm not saying this has happened right now, what if somewhere down the line, I no longer identify with Cupcake? What if I decide to sell the suit someday in the future? I'm not saying I am, don't get your hopes up, but what if I no longer identify with that character? Say I switch to Svetlana full time. Would I lose everyone who followed me because they just came to the pink dog? I don't know, and that's terrifying to think about. I've tested with Flitwick and this suit a few times, and it hasn't always worked. Sometimes I've noticed that when I'm not wearing Cupcake, videos don't do as well. I don't know if that's because people don't know that these are my suits, or maybe the algorithm favors the fact that Cupcake is bright pink. I have no idea, but I'm a little scared. Like, what if in the future I don't have any kinship with Cupcake and I want to change characters completely? Sell the suit, move on. Does my channel die? Is that what happens? I don't know. So that was a big fear, and privacy was another thing mentioned. What happens when you get very famous and you lose all your privacy? And that is a huge reason I make content in suits. I value my privacy. I don't want people going out of their way to try to find my legal name or my address or get creepy and stalkery. That already happens now on a smaller scale, and I don't like it. So those were just kind of two videos. I'll link both of them down below. So I hope you guys check out PSYCH IRL. The videos are beautifully made, and there are some really great points in each one, and I hope you enjoy. Anyways, until the next video, bye!